Bitches in my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After like a 9/11, folks. Matt back, liquor clean. Dead faces in and I'm alone. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Get over here after your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out anywhere till a million need matter. Yep, like in the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million a year, die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown, get down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Akeem Hunt now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Sean McCoy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Philly, here we go!
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That is incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
And that's exactly what was talked about almost ad nauseum in the draft process for Josh Allen. His ability to be accurate and deliver the football, not just on time, but in the right spots for his receivers. Overthrows like that has the critics nodding and going, yeah, I told you about Josh Allen. Personally, I think he'll get more accurate as time goes on.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 15. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Here we go. Rhino, Rhino! Spurs!
They run it again with Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line.
We're going. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen, 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the Purdue man. This is a key ball. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 382, let's 50. Black, 82.
Cousins on first down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Yellow, 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 yellow. We're going, let's go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Let's go, let's go. Rhino!
Now Cousins. Got him, and it's right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Lucky 50. Go ahead, go ahead.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we're good, we're good.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, Ringo, 48. Through.
Cousins now on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Rhino! Yellow, ready, in there. Yellow.
1st and 10. Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 382, listen.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Wright's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Play action now. Cousins. For Kirk Cousins, it's his first touchdown pass as a Minnesota Viking. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll go again to McCoy. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Here we go.
2nd down, Cousins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. To throw, it's Allen. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
This is fielded at the 27. A strong running. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
His blockers to get this up over the 40. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Cousins to throw it this time. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On play action, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Carlson able to put this one through. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play fake. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. This give is to McCoy. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Allen throwing on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And an alley to run. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Listen to me, listen to me.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Incomplete, right side to tight end Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Bring the energy. Here we go. Hey, 4 down. Lucky 48.
Handoff comes to Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Gun. Kill. Rhino.
Jack 31.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Room to run past midfield. It's complete to Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Go ahead.
They pitch it out to Cook. Room here to run. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Rhino! Black. Spurs!
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Bills. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On first down, Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
The give to McCoy. Pretty move by Shady. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Allen looks to throw on second down. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Go, 48. Last 50. Here we go.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard! Leopard!
After the penalty, it's McCoy. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard!
Allen now looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
And here's Allen to throw on second down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. The Bills on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! 3-19! Gun! 3-19!
Allen from the gun on third down. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, Steamer, Steamer. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Move, move.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trent Murphy. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. A toss to Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Army.
We're going. Let's go.
A give. This is Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Mike, 49.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bills getting set to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a desperation throw, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Cook able to escape, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.